Hi everyone, so this is the vocabulary that I've made for this week. The first one I have is shape as icon, and shape as icons are simplified shapes that carry immediate associations that go beyond their actual configuration. So to represent this one, I thought hearts would be a good example. They're a very simple shape that doesn't represent the actual literal figure of a heart, but it is the icon of love. And then I also have stars, which represent the night sky, even though stars are really just like very little dots in the sky or very huge balls of fire. But I also have the moon over here to represent the night as well, to go along with the stars. And then next one is logos and symbols. They are a recognizable depiction of an object, an action, a character, or situation meant to represent an idea. And for logos, usually the first thing that comes to mind are like company brands, but I tried to use the astrological signs of the zodiac. They're all kind of like logos for their respective sign. And then a pretty famous symbol is yin and yang, meant to represent light in the dark or darkness in light. And then I also added a crown to be like a symbol of nobility or royalty. And then we have shape recognition, is identifying and arranging geometric or organic shapes together to build composition and meaning. So what that kind of means is that our brain is able to recognize shapes like a circle or a square, and then we can use that information to kind of build together a house that's identifiable. And then a cat is an example of that, with some more organic shapes rather than pure geometrical with the house. So our brain can piece together the triangles and the almost circle of the cat's face to put together a cat. And then I added this maple leaf. It's kind of made up of the same shape that a crown would, but because of the way that it's composed, our brain doesn't have that immediate royalty nobility connection. It looks like a leaf. So that's the way that composition can affect the way that your brain recognizes shape. And then this is the page that I've done for tints and shades. I did a big value scale here in the middle using yellow tints, yellow shades, and blue tints and blue shades. Tints are colors that have been lightened by adding white to a hue. So you can see I have another value scale to my left using all tints for pink. And then I have shades. Shades are basically the same thing, but by using blacks, you darken them by adding black to a hue. And then over here, I have that same value scale that I did on the left, but with pink shades instead of pink tints. And then just to make the page a little more exciting, I just added some patterns, some triangles, combining round with sharp edges. And that's what I've done for this week. Thank you for watching.